Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today it's very different scenery, a different vibe, but we're loving it. Today, we are doing a mukbang, however you want to call it, with my best friend Jari.
Hey guys, I'm Jari. Like you said, we're best friends. We have been friends for like 6 years now.
Yeah.
We met in college. And yeah, I've been friends ever since then. I'm excited to do this video with him. I'm really hungry right now, so I'm ready to dig in. Whatever.
So we got food from Eva's Taqueria, right? Yeah. It's a place in Grand Prairie next to us. So we got tacos, tortas, burritos, cake, churros. We got a whole bunch of stuff.
I got a popsicle in the fridge.
Yeah, she got a paleta. Yeah, strawberries and cream, so good.
We also got smoothies from...
Oh, it's from another place. It was called Frutas Locas.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
It's melting, but...
Yeah, but, you know, we had to get the Paritos and Pepsi, all that good stuff. But, yeah, so we're just going to dig in. Also, while we're eating, we're just going to be, you know, asking each other questions, you know, just talking about love, life, relationships, and friendships, and just, you know, some good stuff.
I'm gonna open my... I got a breakfast burrito, and first of all, it smells so good. I'm so excited. It's huge, but it's chorizo, eggs, cheese, potatoes, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think you can actually take these off. Yeah. I got a breakfast burrito too. This is chorizo, potato, egg and cheese.
It's not coming out like yours.
We're gonna try this one together. This is a torta. It's a beef torta. Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever had beef. I've only had like chorizo.
Oh, try please. It's so good.
Well,
Oh, what's in it?
that's really good.
Oh wow. It's like lettuce and cheese, really.
That meat is really good. Seasoned really well.
It's like carnitas.
I know what that means.
Oh,
Beef.
carnitas.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, I'm taking a bite.
This is a bonita as well. I gotta. Oh, this thing. It's good.
Got 2 tacos. And this is it.
Let me try this. Cheers.
Yes.
You're probably not gonna be able to watch this video because you hate chewing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should be interesting, and I know I'm chewing loud because I'm hungry. I'm scared. Oh me! I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh.
What the hell?
Oh, Mexican Pepsi? I asked for a Mexican Coke, but the guy was so confused, I just gave it up. So.
It's just like Coke. Well, y'all with masks now, it's hard to hear people, and we just can't.
I say what like 10,000 times a day. And I know it gets annoying, but like, what? What are you saying?
They're just so good.
This smoothie is good. It's just really sweet. I wish it had a hint of like, I don't know, something that wasn't as sweet to tone it down.
And mine's not sweet enough.
Yeah, we should have switched.
Yeah. For sugar, you just use honey, which I guess is healthy.
Okay, let's make a bet. If by the end of this video,
Oh gosh.
you didn't spill something on your shirt, I don't know what we could bet.
No, honestly.
But every time he eats, he spills it in the same spot.
No, literally. It's always just right here. Just right here. Anything. That's why I'm not doing salsa. I can't do that.
I think I really want salsa, but I'm scared I'm gonna spill on
And
my
her
shirt.
shirt looks
And it's
crisp
new.
and clean. Yes.
I'm scared, but I really want the salsa. I think I'm gonna do it. Green? Green or red salsa?
Green all day.
It depends for me. Right now I'm in the mood for red, but I want to try the green too, so Actually, no. I'm gonna do the green with the tacos. And then the red with the.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, with the burrito.
This meat.
Should we start questions?
Yeah. We're gonna ask like 10 questions. We're both gonna answer them.
Yeah.
Do
you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna ask, what is your favorite makeup product, but not like brand or anything, like type of makeup product, I guess.
Like mascara.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think my favorite makeup product would have to be setting spray.
I see that for you.
Yeah, I always
primer.
Primers, yeah. It was either. Yeah, it's just I love primers. I love setting spray, but like setting spray, I love the smells and setting spray is a really important part of the makeup process. So
mine would be blush for sure.
Blush?
I love blush.
That's like my most favorite. Well, compared to like,
blush and bronzer. Yeah, it's like that's the best duo. This is so good. I'm still on the same thing.
Oh really?
I'm supposed to be switching, but it's so. Let me bite.
I don't know how to dive into this. I don't know how. I'm waiting for you to do it. Are you about to dive in?
I'm scared it's gonna spill out on my shirt.
Oh, it's so big.
It's huge. It's like the big fuzz.
Oh yes.
Oh my god. Oh, that looks so good, Johnny. Oh my god.
Should you maybe get like another plate so you can dip over, or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say a knife. Okay. Splitty. I got the big piece.
Oh, was that jalapenos in here?
Yeah, it's literally.
Oh, and
like
beans.
Isn't the bread is good? No. Oh my gosh.
You like it?
I would have left the beans off. I could do without the beans, but so good.
I'm gonna say you couldn't fool me.
I can't see anything. I can't see anything. I'm blind.
This would be really good with some sauce, but I can't trust myself right now. What's your favorite memory with me?
Oh my god. Wow. Wow, we have so many. That's hard.
We do have a lot. Maybe not your favorite, but because that's a lot. That's hard.
I would say maybe one of my favorite type of memories would be like our drunken nights on Fry, stuff like that.
Okay.
Or honestly, we literally do everything together, so it's like, and we always have fun. So literally every memory is fun. I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah.
You know. What's yours?
I would have to say.
Excuse me.
Either like one of our many Austin trips that we've taken. A trip to Houston.
Trip to Houston was fun.
It was just the memory of being in the dorm as well.
I was thinking that was one of mine too.
Like, we had fun.
We did. Okay, so Johnny used to. Okay, when we first transferred to UNT, we lived in these dorms. They were called Kerr. It's mainly like a freshman dorm. So annoying that we're juniors in this freshman dorm, right? Well, I get paired with a random girl, and we end up being friends. Johnny gets paired with a random guy who ends up being, or who happens to be a guy that I went to junior college with, and we were friends. So I always would hang out with the guy, his roommate. And so I was always in their room. And then so I met Johnny like probably the first day that I went in there, and we just hit it off. And we've been friends ever since. So we always used to hang out. It was like we were living together. So
literally. Her dorm is literally right above ours. Like,
yeah. The floor above.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this is my question.
The torta.
Okay, so why do you think you're single? Some self-reflection.
Right, therapy. I think I'm single. One, because they can't handle a bad bitch like me.
Okay.
No. One, I'm picky. Like, I don't just go after anybody, just anybody. But also, and like, I can admit this, I am a lot to handle. I'm very outgoing and very talkative. I can be in your face sometimes. I'm very stubborn. So, you know, I'm a lot to handle. So if somebody's not ready for that, it could scare them away, or, you know, they're just not ready for that.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the gay community, they're mainly looking for sex too, so that's like another thing that just like plays a factor. But, you know, why do you think you're single?
I hate you. I think that I'm single because I feel like I have like this picture of the man I'm supposed to be with, or like the man that I want in my head, and I haven't found that yet. Or they haven't found me yet. But also I feel like what I want and what I need is kind of like fighting each other right now. So I'm like trying to figure out like who I'm supposed to be with, or like what type of person I'm supposed to be with, because I know what I'm attracted to, but I also know what's good for me, and most of the times it's not always the same. So, and I'm very, 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 very picky. So yeah.
And picky's not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
You know what you want. You know what you like.
Yeah.
We're not gonna settle out here.
Nope.
Boom.
We're not.
This food is so good.
So bad.
Would you go back here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Would you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you should. Look, listen, he does his thing. Every time he drinks something that's good or whatever, he makes that sound. I don't know what it is.
I really don't know why.
And he's never noticed it until I've told him about it.
Until she's called it out. And none of my family's ever coming out on it. Other, my closest friends, like.
It's so weird. Like, I've seen people do, like, whenever it's cold or something like that, but literally every time, and it's like a. Yeah, it's like from the throat. I don't know.
From the throat.
I'm gonna try my tacos now. I just got fajita. Excuse me. I'm gonna squeeze some lime and the coconut, and it's not squeezing out onto my thing.
If you could bring back a dead celebrity, who would you bring back?
Oh my gosh. I'm not really big on celebrity. Let's see. If I could bring back a dead celebrity, who would I bring back? I would probably bring back Naya.
Naya Rivera?
Yeah, because
Oh wow.
I mean, honestly, like, I don't know of a celebrity death that just like has hit like super, super close, but I mean, it's always sad when someone dies that they were known, blah blah blah. But I think that her story being that she was with her child and all of that, like that's just like really sad. So probably her.
Wow.
Yeah. What about you?
I thought you were gonna do somebody bigger. Not that I'm saying I
yeah, I mean, I don't know who. Like, I thought like MJ, but like I don't.
Kobe.
And I thought of Kobe, but yeah.
No, but that's a good one. I like yours. That's a really good one. Me, honestly, I'll have to remake Selena.
Oh man, you have to say Amy Winehouse.
Oh, yeah, she. If I could do two, she'd be second.
Mm-hmm.
But Selena, like, or Aaliyah too. But like Selena, you're not an Aaliyah fan.
See, I was never a Aaliyah fan. Not that,
but she knows all the songs. Confused.
I don't have anything against her. I mean, if it's a bop, it's a bop. But I was never like Aaliyah's my girl. Like, never felt connected to her.
True. And I think we were still like when she died, we were still young, you know.
Yeah, that too.
We're gonna relate. But yeah, Selena all the way. Literally one of my favorite movies. She was so talented, literally the queen of Tejano music, and she would. I know she would have killed it even further if she was still alive. Like, there's no question about that. I wish you would see the movie. Yeah, y'all come after her. Y'all come after her.
I've never seen Selena.
She barely seen Grease.
Okay, I've seen Grease so many times.
Fully?
Yes.
Mm.
Do you want to get married?
Mm-hmm.
Just preface to the question. You want to get married? Do you want to have a wedding?
Yes, I want to get married. I want to have a wedding.
Okay, so a big wedding or a small wedding?
I would have to be a big wedding. I have too many family members. Like, yeah, I have too much family for that to, especially like, y'all know, Mexican families, we're too big. We got cousins on cousins on cousins, tias and tias and tias, you know, tios, all that. So it has to be big. I don't have a choice, but yeah.
What if your husband was like, we can only invite 25 people each? What you doing?
I'm sorry, John. No. No.
Oh, because I'll be in the wedding party.
True. Honestly, if my husband loved me, he wouldn't put me in that position. Boom. So, what about you? Do you want to get married?
I want to get married. Yes.
You want to have a big or small wedding? Or you want to have a wedding, right?
I want to have a wedding. Yeah.
Big or small? Honestly, not gonna lie, I see you going to the courthouse, but
that's rude. You see me going to the courthouse. Johnny, as much as I like planning stuff and throwing stuff, you see me going to the courthouse.
It was a joke. Look, I knew she was gonna react like this. It was a joke.
I say, Johnny, what kind of vibe am I giving off?
We always talk about your wedding. Keep it secret.
My wedding, I would be okay with like a medium-sized one, but also
option.
I don't really have a lot of close family or close friends. So it's like my immediate family and then like, you know, my friends or whatever. So like I would be okay with having a small wedding because like it wouldn't be hard for me to narrow it down, I don't feel. But I also would be okay with having a large. So maybe like something in the middle because I mean I do want to have like something nice and like,
you know, classy.
Walked in and out in my white dress and then changed it to my black dress for the reception. It's gonna be so cute, honestly. Honestly, do y'all watch Selling Sunset? Because if you do, my wedding, literally the prettiest wedding was Christine's wedding was so cute with her black dress and the theatrics and the snow. I was like, girl, you better.
Oh,
so honestly,
that's literally you.
That's literally me. If I could do something like that, I would, but I have to walk.
Jari's gonna you're literally gonna produce a whole show.
It's gonna be a production. It has to be.
Literally.
So yeah, hopefully we get to that day. We'll find someone. Yeah.
So your cake, it says flan, but it looks like just regular chocolate cake.
It does. I'm kind of pissed about it.
Would you rather have a big circle of friends, or just like maybe 2 or 3 close friends, maybe even 4? like a small circle, or would you rather have like a big squad?
He already knows his answer. I would rather, because of my personality type, I would rather have a big circle, like a squad, because I like to do a lot of stuff. Like, I'm always wanting to be out of the house, so I feel like it's more fun with more people, one, and then two, I also feel like it's like, okay, if these people are, some of my friends are busy, okay, then I have the rest of my friends, like, we can go do stuff, whatever. So I feel like that's fun. It's just fun when it's more people to me, but I also like genuinely like having like a few close people to me. So like, just because I have a big group of friends doesn't mean that I'm best friends with everyone in the group.
True.
So, but I do like to have a selection of friends, like a big selection of friends, because it's just more fun to me.
Oh,
What about you?
I don't know. I really do like having a small circle of friends. I feel like it's easier to keep up with people. Not too many, like, I don't know, there's not too much going on. Sometimes you can get a little crazy with a big circle of friends. But I also like having small group of friends, but multiple small group of friends. Like, you have your work friends, and then you have like your home friends, like your hometown friends, and then you have like, you know, your current friends that you hang out with on the daily. And so like, maybe it's, you have a lot of friends, but they're just different groups, different circles. I like that too. You know, you have certain friends you can hang out with. You have certain friends you can take to the club. You have certain friends you can go to the library with. There's just, you know, there's two different types of friends, and that's okay. But yeah, I think I like that, having a small group of friends, but like different groups. That's pretty good, because you can still have a lot of friends, but just, you know. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. No, so I was going to comment on that, because Johnny likes to make friends with his coworkers, or make friends everywhere he go. And I'm not that type of person. Like, I have a hard time making friends with my coworkers. I get along with everyone, but I have a hard time, like, letting it progress to where we're friends and we hang out outside of work, because in my mind it's like, these people are for work. When I'm outside of work, it's different. Like, I don't know, it's hard to like combine the two. So I think that's why I like having a big group of friends, because it's kind of like what you're explaining. Like, you have your people for this and people for that, but mine is just like not from work.
Yeah, I love work friends. They're the best. You can go get drinks with them after work, go out with them, have little get-togethers at your place, brunch. Just, work friends are the best. Work friends turn into family for me. I mean, yeah. I mean, my current job that I have right now, I haven't really been able to hang out with them because of COVID. And I just started during COVID, so I haven't really been able to build that bond, with them. But my old job that I was at for 8 years, I built so many friends, and I love it. Some of these people, I just want in my life forever. So
That's so sweet. Have you thought about if you want to have kids? Preface to the question. Is that the word?
I don't know.
I think so.
I'm tired of these preface. Or prefaces or whatever.
Oh, it might be preface. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. You want to have kids? Do you want to have kids?
Yes, I want to adopt. I also want to have a surrogate. Why am I talking like this?
I'm not sure.
No, yeah, I want to adopt for sure. But yeah, I do want a kid of my own with my own sperm. That sounds a lot, but yeah. So yeah, just
That's you. I didn't get that fetch that for me off the counter.
But yeah, so I guess it depends on what my husband like will be agreeing on. But yeah, I do want kids, so I'm not gonna marry anybody that doesn't want kids.
Okay, so that wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. So I was just asking, do you want to have kids? You want to have kids? Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so your kids' names. Have you thought about kids' names? Tell the people.
No, I mean, I haven't really. So the one name I really wanted was Aubrey. I loved the name Aubrey, and then my brother took it and named my niece Aubrey, and I'm so upset. So, yeah. So I haven't really thought of another name. Yeah, I can't even think of one right now. What about you?
Is that even a question?
I know. But share with people.
I think everyone who knows me knows that I want to have a daughter. Well, if I have a daughter, I want to name her Jari. Now, middle name is up in the air. I've kind of been thinking about it a little bit lately. But I think I might give the dad some wiggle room to help out with the middle
As
name.
one should.
But for sure, the first name is Jari. Like, that's been a thing since I was like 5. So, sorry. If I have a son, I don't know.
Yeah. Loki Zari could work for a guy.
Yeah, I thought of Zaire. It's basically the same thing, just swatching the placement of the letters. Like,
I'm so like
gassy.
What's one of your biggest fears?
Like, are you trying to go deep with it or like surface level?
Deep and circus level.
Surface level.
Oh, I think you said circus level. Like it was a joke, like Goofy.
Surface level, being electrocuted. It's not for me. It's scary. Literally, I used to pray like every time I would plug something in to an outlet. That's how much I'm scared of being electrocuted. I don't like when it's lightning outside. I don't want to drive in that. I don't want to be outside in it. None of that. And then I guess like a deeper one would be never finding my purpose.
Oh, wow.
Like obviously we all have a purpose on this earth, and it would suck if I never fulfilled it or ever found it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What's yours?
Surface level, I don't like my fear. I do have a fear of like June bugs and like big juicy bugs like that. Like that's not okay. Like I don't.
How you described it as juicy?
Yeah, no, I can't. It's the only thing that sucks about June bugs. I can't even kill them either because the crunch noise and they're so thick. Oh. And it's I know it's like more of a South thing, but yeah, it's just I just can't. I have a fear. Now deeper, I have a fear just of like not being successful, cause I mean, I don't know. My family's always had me up, and like I don't know. I've gone so far, with. Completing high school and getting my bachelor's degree and, getting a job in my field and, moving out of the house, buying my own car. I've done like a lot of big moves, big steps. And so I feel like my family not looks up to me, but they expect a lot from me. And I don't want to disappoint them. So yeah, disappointment and just like not being successful. Because I've always pictured myself being successful and like, having a family, going on, vacations and, having a house and, not having to worry about money, not money being an issue. I'm not saying I want to be filthy rich, but I do want to be comfortable,
yes.
And not have to worry. So dessert?
I had this chocolate cake that was supposed to be cheesecake, but... It
was like flan. It was supposed to be flan.
Oh.
And I have this churro, and it's like, I think it's filled with the caramel or like chocolate.
Sounds like caramel. What? Oh, it smells good. I don't even like churros.
You don't?
Not really. Let me try it. The other side. Okay.
I think you're gonna buy it.
No.
Where's that butterscotch in the middle?
That's good. Okay, I'm gonna try my cake. Want to try it?
Can we use it for it?
I used it. It's literally just regular chocolate cake, but it's good.
It is. chocolate cake. I guess that was like all the questions. So what was like, and what ended up being your favorite after all this?
I'm gonna go with the sandwich.
The torta.
The torta.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, I don't know that chorizo. Honestly, this churro is pretty good. But
The churro? Out of all this.
not the churro. It's the churro for me. No, the torta was really, really good. But I mean, I've had tortas before, so it's like
I have two. That one was really good. We rolling eyes now. Thor,
no,
you will
this was really good. The
die.
breakfast burrito is really good. This is good.
chocolate.
And the jarrito.
This is chocolate. I love you too.
Mandarin.
I know, baby.
Orange.
It is your baby. So intrigued by this damn chocolate.
Alright guys, so that's the end of this mukbang. Jari, thank you so much for doing this with me. I appreciate you.
Welcome.
Yeah, if you want to follow Jari, her Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, Snapchat will be at the bottom in the bio. You'll see that she has two Instagrams. She also has a fashion page. So y'all go look her up. Y'all go follow her.
Yes, please.
She literally is amazing when it comes to, the looks. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.
Bye.